Here we go, ready for Botanidex School Week 10 Health. Let's get started with our class, with reviewing our homework. Our homework that we should have all finished starts with question 1. How many times should you brush your teeth in a day? And let's see. How many times should you brush your teeth in a day? Is it A, 0 times? No. Is it B, 100 times? That's way too much. But 2 or 3 is okay. And what about this question? What's wrong with this brush? Well, is it too hard, too big, too soft, or too small? That's right, it's too small. You can brush maybe one tooth at a time with that tiny brush. Just one tooth. Yeah. One brush for one tooth. All right. And number 3. What's wrong with this brush? Well, if you can look at these, wire and stainless and brass, these are metal. What happens if you brush your teeth with metal? Yeah, your teeth are gonna get all scratched and broken. So what is it? Too hard? Too big? Too soft? It's not too soft. It's not too small or too big, so it's too hard. How about this one? What's wrong with this brush? It's too hard? No, it looks so soft, like feathers. Is it too big? No. Too small? No. But I think it's too soft. If it's too soft, how can you clean anything? Next one. What's wrong with this brush? Maybe this brush is okay if your teeth are like this big, but his teeth are too small for this toothbrush. So I think the brush is just too big. Next, how long should you brush your teeth? So let's take a look at a clock here. This is the hours and this is the minutes. So we have to brush our teeth how long? 1 hour, 2 seconds, 1 second, or 2 minutes. That's right, we need to brush our teeth for 2 whole minutes. Next is fluoride. If you don't remember what fluoride is, it's in our video. Fluoride, and it's also in your book. Does fluoride melt food? No. Does it kill bacteria? No. Does it fix enamel? Ding, ding, ding. It fixes the hard layer on the outside of your teeth. It can't fix it if it's already broken, but if it's just a little bit broken or just a little bit decayed, it can fill in those spots. Okay. And finally, is it poison? No. Maybe if you have a lot of fluoride, yes. Too much. Now, how do we brush our teeth? What is this angle? Is it 1 degree, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or 360 degrees? Well, let's take a look. 1 degree would be like this. 45 degrees is like this. 90 degrees is like, oops, we'll make it like this. 360 degrees is a full circle, so it will go all the way around and it'll come back to be straight. So let's take a look what that looks like. For 1 degree, it will basically be flat. So the toothbrush will look like this. 45 degrees, the toothbrush can be like this. 90 degrees, the toothbrush will be like this. And 360 degrees, it will be the same, like we don't move it at all. Just like that. Okay? All right. So, if we want to brush our teeth, of course, we need a 45-degree angle so we can clean inside our gums. All right, next. What parts of our teeth do we brush? Check everything that is correct. So we should check inside, chewing surface, bottom, top, and outside. That's right, we check everything. How many times a week do you brush your teeth a day? So, me, I brush my teeth 2 times a day. Once in the morning and once at night. And that means I have healthy teeth. If you brush your teeth 3 times, you have super clean teeth. 1 time, maybe you have smelly breath at night. And D and E. I hope if you don't brush your teeth, maybe you want all of your teeth to fall out. And if you brush too many times, you can hurt your teeth. Okay? So let's move on to the new topic today. So everyone, let's take a look at this page right here. And this boy is peeling an apple with a knife. So let's see what this says right here. What if you don't hold a knife correctly? So if you don't hold a knife correctly, what can happen? Well, let's see if he's holding a knife correctly. That's right, he is, because the knife is pointing away from his body. So that way, he can't get himself cut. But what if he was holding the knife this way, towards his body? Well, maybe if his hand slips, the knife can cut his body, and that would be dangerous. All right, let's look at another example here. This girl is cooking some food on the stove. Maybe she's helping her mom. And these are some examples of how we can prevent getting hurt or making a mistake or be safe. But let's answer this question about this girl. What mistakes can she make? So what kind of mistake is it possible for her to make? Let's use these to answer the question. 1 says, turn off the gas stove. Well, that's not a mistake. That would be good. The mistake would be to leave on the stove. Why? That's a mistake because it can cause a fire. So it can make a fire. And number 2 says, place her hands on the handle of the pot to move it from the gas stove. Why should she put her handle on the handle? Well, if she puts her hands here, I think it's going to be very hot. But if she puts her hands here, I think it'll be cool. It won't be too hot to hold. So that will be much safer. So what is a mistake? Well, the mistake would be to put her hands on the pot. All right. Next is number 3. Place her hands on the body of the pot tightly to move it from the gas stove. So this is actually telling her to be safe by putting her hands on the pot tightly on both sides even. Is that safe? No, it's not safe because it's going to be very hot. But what can we do? We can wear these oven mitts. If she wears these mitts, then her hands will be safe. So let's type in the answer. Forget to put on oven mitts. Good. Next is number 4. Place an oven glove or mitt on the handle of the pot and move it from the gas stove. So that's saying put an oven mitt over here. So hold it with an oven mitt. So grab it. So use an oven mitt to grab the handle, because sometimes if the flame is very hot, it can make the handle hot also. So the handle might be very hot sometimes. So it's safe to use an oven mitt. And last but not least, so the mistake for number 4 is, again, the same thing. Grab the hot handle without an oven mitt. And number 5 says, call an adult for help. Call an adult for help. That's right. If this is something too hard or you need help, you shouldn't take any risks. You need to call an adult. So the mistake is trying to do something dangerous alone. Yes, cooking can be very dangerous. What can happen if you put your hands on the pot? Well, 1, you could burn your hands, and your hands will hurt a lot. And what can happen if you grab the hot handle? The same thing, you can burn your hands. Or maybe the pot can fall over with all of the hot water. Maybe the pot falls over and the hot water and all of the hot water can spill on you and you can get burned. So how do we prevent all of these mistakes? we should follow 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1. Turn off the stove. 2. Place your hands on the handle and not the body. Place an oven glove on the handle. And if you need help, call for help. Now, for our quizzes today, I want you to answer some questions about accidents that you want to learn about and how to be safe and prevent those accidents from happening. You can talk about accidents and mistakes, about falling, fire, cars, motorbikes, sports, cooking, or homework. Okay? So that's it for today. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful week. Bye.